These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Bruce via Wiser Now. Says, I know that rates on the Dinar and Dong specifically are populating on the back screen. The Redemption Center's screens for Dinar and Dong were $4 to $5 higher on each currency just on the front screens. Frank26 says, in my opinion, a lot of promises were made by Soudani in Davos. Today, Soudani uses more words to describe to the citizens that the time to wait for the reinstatement of their currency and new exchange rate is shorter than it's ever been before. It's shorter than a step stool with the legs of a corgi dog. These are exciting times. Pimpy, let's see, there's a two-part to the Pimpy post. Pimpy, 90% of Iraq's exports are in oil. Remember, when Iraq wants to be competitive in the trade market, increases in their exchange rate would cause the items they're exporting to go up in cost. Since 90% of the exports is oil, this is different. An increase in Iraq's exchange rate could lead to a stronger Iraqi dinar relative to other currencies. This would mean for each unit of oil sold, Iraq would receive more foreign currency. Pimpy goes on to say Iraq's revenues from oil exports could potentially rise, so they can increase their exchange rate, and what they could do to balance that increase in their exchange rate is either increase or decrease their oil production. We also know their foreign currency reserves have increased to $115 billion. We also know their foreign currency reserves. I'm sorry, I got about to read the same line again. All right, Pimpy says increasing the exchange rate would also increase their currency holding, which is good because they can use that to protect the Iraqi dinar. Increasing the exchange rate would benefit Iraq big time. Sandy Ingram, U.S. President Joe Biden announced on Thursday his intent to nominate Tracy Ann Jacobson to be the U.S. ambassador to Iraq. Biden said Jacobson would serve as one of the key leaders in his administration. No comments were provided on why Miss Alina Romanowski leaving her post as U.S. ambassador to Iraq. Sorry, some of this is actually not written in great English here, so trying to correct the words as I'm reading it. Sampson article, quote, Washington's message to Baghdad, economic support will disappear after the withdrawal, and there will be no negotiations before the attacks stop. Militiaman, Germany had a Marshal Plan. Japan had a Marshal Plan. Iraq, to me, is a Marshal Plan. What does that mean? It means after the war, they're going to rebuild the country. After Germany rebuilt, after Japan rebuilt, and what did they become? Economic powerhouses. Is Iraq going to be an economic powerhouse in the Middle East? That's what it looks like. And who helped them get there? United States of America, United Kingdom, Canada, Japan, Korea, everybody. Claire has an article, quote, the Credit Bank of Iraq achieves a profit of 17.5 billion dinars during the year of 2023. Quote, for the year of 23, its assets rose to 507.7 billion dinars, while it was at 406.7 billion dinars in the year of 2022. A growth rate of 24.8%. The bank's profits grew by 63.5% during the year of 2023 compared to the year of 2022, which reached 10.7 billion dinars. Mark Z via PDK, instead of Romansky, Biden nominates new ambassador to Iraq. This one is important as the ambassador heading over there also oversaw Turkmenistan's revaluation not long ago. He is renowned for helping financial reforms in countries. I don't know if they are getting ready to let Iraq go its own way or not, but appears to be a key move at a time with a key person. All right, guest guru, Imperator. I would like to clarify the term delete the zeros. Some gurus think it means drop the zeros off the notes. Other gurus thinks it means drop the 3 zeros off the exchange rate. The first one is a lateral move, no gain in purchasing power, and is only accepted by the world community in cases of runaway inflation. The second one is a real change in the value of a currency, greatly benefiting the currency holders. This one this is only accepted by the world community when there is a consensus that the currency is undervalued. Draw your own conclusions. Frank 26 question, what comes first, the small denoms, Forex, or even the RI? Frank says, I've said it 100 times. The next thing that we seek is the lower denoms and the new exchange rate. Once we have that, let's float. Pimpy says, if you increase your money supply, that is going to cause the value of your currency to go down. Think supply and demand. The more you have of something, the less valuable it is. What does that mean? You have to get rid of the 3 zeros. By getting rid of the 3 zeros, you need less bills to make purchases. And Sandy Ingram says the financial world buzzing. Iraq is now making headlines with its own investment fund. The AFC Iraq Fund, managed by Asia Frontier Capital Limited, has emerged as the top performing long only unleveraged actively managed generalist equity fund in the world in 2023, boasting a net performance of over 110%. This remarkable feat can be attributed to the fund's investment strategy that focuses on long-term drivers of the transformation of Iraqi economy. Iraqi's investments in streams of income outside of the oil industry goes a long way in helping the country to gain economic stability and to increase the value of their currency. Mark Z via PDK, urgent, the foreign minister announces the success of Iraqi American negotiations. And that's an article quote. Mark Z says, on the presence of coalition forces in the country, this has really been some kind of week over there. Years ago, Trump told us the troops would leave when Iraq gets revalued and we get paid. Lastly, we have Mountain Goat. The hot topic in the CBI, as my contact told me, is that the CBI is working towards getting the parallel black market rate in check with this official CBI rate of the dinar. I asked my contact why the past plan to end this crisis has not yet ended it. I was told it is taking more than expected for the measures underway to take hold, but that they will eventually end the crisis and the rate will come down.